Hey, everybody. We are back for week one of the NFL week. So, week one, NFL. And it's me, Christina, and my partner, Mike. And we are the odds couple.
We're ready to go. Let's go. Week one NFL. I'm jacked up, stoked. It's time. It's been too long since we've.
I'm so excited.
Christina and I have been messaging each other every weekend for 5 weeks, counting down.
5 more weeks.
5 weeks to go.
30 more days. My dad.
In fact,
at first,
even the commercials are exciting us. Go ahead.
First, my dad was like, "I am not watching any preseason." And sure enough, he's watched just about every preseason game that's come on. He's like, I don't know what else to do. So, who do you got starting?
All right. Well, it's a big week. There's a lot of different games on. I think there's some really cool opportunities that are happening week one. I think it's obviously early. It's a long season, of course. So, you've got everything from the Bengals and the Cleveland, Bills, Ravens, brewing. You got a lot of cool, dramatic, kind of games already to start the year off, which is what I kind of like. For me, my headline matchup is going to be the Bengals -6 at the Browns. I absolutely think this is a lock. I think the Bengals are going to blow the Browns out, -6. I mean, they got Vinny Testaverde, so on and so forth, right? It's like,
So did you know that I think the Bengals were looking to trade their best, their best pass rusher?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm like, what are they doing? But the Browns, of course, are the Browns, which I think the Browns are well coached. Mm-hmm. I think they're poorly run by the owner. I think he's kind of nuts.
Agreed. You can't continue to have the talent and the picks that they have, or the terrible decisions.
At some point, I think
controversial personnel.
He's kind of like a Jerry Jones, which a lot of these terrible owners are like that. They can't get out of their own way. And the Miami owner is the same way. And it's like, just get a good coach and a good manager and leave them alone. Mm-hmm. Just leave them alone and pay and sign the checks and be happy that they win.
100%. Who's your first pick, my friend?
First pick, Patriots and the Raiders. I'm going to take the Patriots -3. I'm going against my home team here. I think the Patriots pick with Travion Henderson, they think they got him 4th round. And to me, he clearly is the best running back that came out of the draft. He looked amazing in preseason. He ran a few touchdowns and one all the way back on a punt return, I believe, or kickoff return, one or the other. But he took it the distance, and I think they got themselves a workhorse. And they did get Josh McDaniels back as an offensive coordinator, which he sucks as a head coach, as we know, as the Raiders and Broncos. If you're a Raiders or a Broncos fan, you hate Josh McDaniels. Or, if you're anybody, you hate Josh McDaniels. But you have to admit he's a good offensive coordinator. So I think with that, and they probably have a decent quarterback that they got from, I can't remember his name, but it was not last season. Yeah, he was a rookie last season. And he did actually pretty well. So I'm going to take the Patriots -3.
All right. That sounds good. I think my second best pick of the week is going to be, it always seems kind of the opposite, but I'm going to go with the Bills and the Ravens over 51.5, which can be a little bit controversial because first games of the year sometimes can be getting your feet under yourselves and it's a little bit lower scoring, things like that. But I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice on this. I was going to take the Bills -1.5, but I'm going to just get a little more gutsy and take the over 51.5. It's going to be close. I think the score is going to probably be somewhere right around that 50 mark, 26-23. So we'll hopefully push a little extra field goal there and get us over the 51.5. There's my pick.
Okay, so Jets and the Steelers. So that one should be an interesting game because you have Fields, who, and I don't blame him, he had to go get signed by the Jets because he had to go get that money. He got $20 million guaranteed. Don't even blame him for that. The Steelers were held hostage and signed Aaron Rodgers. I'm not actually happy about that.
That's my favorite storyline of the effing year. Christina loves the Steelers, and they better not take Karen. And
they took Karen.
Here you go, my friend. I'll serve that on a platter to my friend Christina.
So how do I drink the Karen haterade while rooting for the Steelers? I will figure out a way.
She goes from her golden child, Justin Fields, to her hater, Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, I don't blame them. The Steelers, I don't know what they were thinking. I'm like, they could have gotten a few quarterbacks. They probably could have traded for a few that were decent. I don't know.
Well, based on his history, God forbid, I hate to wish harm on anybody, but his history would suggest he'll probably get knocked out in the first 3 weeks, collect his money, and i.e. Russell Wilson, protege, and who knows who's their backup.
Yeah. Well, with them, I'm actually going to, because both of these teams play ugly. We know that. Even with quarterbacks, they play ugly. Like Aaron Rodgers didn't really do much at the Jets because he just didn't do much with the Jets. And the Steelers, they just didn't done much since Ben Roethlisberger. So as far as offensively, they both can play defense at a very high level. So I'm going to take the under of 38.5. I'm going to ride these teams because I don't see either team scoring more than 12 points.
I agree. I'm going to go actually with that Jets-Steelers game as well. But I'm going to go wild because I think week 1, 2, 3 can be kind of wonky. Everybody uses last year's, kind of run at the end of the year, their performance to judge them for this year. I think that's normal. But I think the Jets, I'm going to take the Jets catching 3 on that. So we'll see. I love the under because obviously we rode the hell out of that last year and just smashed the crap out of it when Steelers.
We did. We always won the under on that, and then we would say, okay, this is the week we're just not going to touch it, and we'd stay away, and that would be the week they go over.
Yeah. I would definitely ride that one like we rode in our college fix on a common one. The over, I think, on one of the games we're going to ride. I would ride the under here, but I'm going to mix it up a little too and go with the Jets +3 just to add a little spice to the game, to the matchup.
Yes, because now I have to root against the Steelers this game because of Karen.
I think the Jets might be fired up over the Karen coming into the Pittsburgh world and how Karen kind of probably left
kind of uprooted their whole team, got rid of the coach, got rid of this person, got rid of that.
There might be a little animosity there coming out of New York for one particular player.
Wow. He is that kind of person. He just gives people that reaction.
A little polarizing.
So my next pick is Washington at the Giants. I'm going to take Washington -6 because I do believe Jaden Daniels is the real deal. I think he's going to be, he could have the sophomore slump because, as a rookie, it takes people time to adjust to your style now that they've had a full season and more time seeing his film and being able to practice and coach against it. But he's got another one who's got the Lamar quality, but he is far more accurate than Lamar was coming out of college, where he can throw and run. So, yeah, I think he's going to be a superstar. So I'm going to take Washington -6.
All right. I think that's a good pick. They got some good young talent over there. I'm going to go on my next pick, my third pick, 49ers over the Seahawks, -2.5. I think we're definitely going to want to see, it's a divisional rivalry. 49ers are getting 2.5, I should say. So I think I'm going to use kind of that divisional sleeper mode. You've seen me pick a few kind of sleepers, Jets, 49ers. I think those are well warranted in week 1. We'll find out if that strategy pays off. But I want to go with 49ers plus 2.5. I think people are going to kind of ride the emotions of their up and down season last year. McCaffrey's back. We'll see if he can make it through at least one quarter of a football game and see if he can make it a full game. Baby steps. Baby steps. I know that's your love guy. So I'm going to just say baby steps. If I even get up to halftime, I'll be impressed.
49ers and Seahawks. I'm actually going to agree with you. I am going to take the 49ers as well. The Seahawks look like they could win the division, but I don't know about their quarterback. I know you're not high on Brock Purdy. I think he plays well. I'm not a Brock Purdy hater. I think he's actually pretty good, with what he has. Now, they do have issues with the receivers, I think, because they did lose some. They traded Debo away. So we'll see how they are. But like you said, McCaffrey's back. McCaffrey can do, as long as he's healthy, he can run the rock, and he also is a very good receiving back. So he's your safe guy. He's your screen. He's basically your workhorse. So if he stays healthy, I think they win the game based on that. Like, you can't consistently stop Christian McCaffrey. Unless you hurt him, you cannot.
or he hurts himself.
That too. So that would be my final pick.
Perfect.
49ers.
All right. I think my last pick is going to be a little bit out there too. I'm going to go with Packers, even though they're on the road. They're playing the Lions. They're catching 1.5 on that. So I feel like the Packers are going to be the team to beat this year. I do. I think they're going to be one of the, I don't know if they call them a dark horse or sneaky, but I think they're going to be
I agree with you.
A real deal this year.
I think Detroit lost too much. Last year was their shot. And they got too hurt at the end of the year. And they lost their offensive coordinator to Chicago. Chicago, I don't know. I mean, because there's rumblings about trouble in the camp with Caleb Williams already. And I'm like, dude, it's only his second year. I mean, he was the football Jesus already again. Yeah. And he's not football. Like, how many football Jesus there have been in like the last 5 years? There's been like Trevor Lawrence, and he's not the football Jesus anymore. Then it was someone else, and then Caleb Williams, and they're like, well, I don't know. I know he's a generational talent. This is what they keep saying about everybody. Yeah. They're generational talents. And I'm like, are they?
There's so much pressure on these kiddies. I'm like, these selected kids, all-star
they need
players.
To let them develop and learn how to play in a system. Because
too much pressure these days.
They come out of college not running a pro system, and then they're in the pros. Let them learn how to run a pro system. Let them sit for a year or two.
Yeah, 100%.
And not make them come back out and think.
You look at Love and all of those guys that are there now, right? They're solid quarterbacks because they sat behind somebody. But maybe I'm old school. I mean, maybe that's just the old person.
I mean, Green Bay has the recipe for it because they've had Favre.
Great quarterbacks.
Who's sat behind Favre for 3 years? Rodgers. And that made Favre upset. But he was getting old. And then Rodgers came in. He's going to go in the Hall of Fame. As much as I hate Karen, he is good. Then they did the same thing. They drafted a quarterback, let him sit behind Aaron Rodgers for 2-3 seasons, and everyone says he wasn't ready, but he looked awesome last year. Yeah. He looked ahead of a lot of the rookies, and it being like his first full season playing. But he looks ready to play. I mean, there's a difference jumping in because your college, you're still kind of, even though you're men, you're still kind of boys. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a difference between the college camaraderie and then when you get to the NFL room, because the NFL is all business, and you're expected to be an adult, especially at that position, the quarterback position. So
100%.
Yeah, I agree with you on Green Bay, especially in that division, because Minnesota, who knows if JJ McCarthy's going to pan out. He was hurt all last season, so he didn't even get a start, and for us to see. Chicago, they're saying there's issues, like I said, with Caleb Williams and the coach already, Ben Johnson. And then Detroit, I don't know. I don't know if they missed their window. I hope not. I hope
not. It's 2 years in a row they've been good. I think they'll be all right.
I think they'll be all right. But
it's a tough division. I really think that's a tough division. So
you know what a tough division is going to be? And we didn't pick anything from that division. Oh no, I did take the I didn't take the Raiders, but I picked a game. But
yeah,
anyway, I'm sorry to but you have
Broncos, yeah,
Broncos,
Raiders,
KC,
Chiefs,
Raiders,
San Diego,
and San Diego.
Yeah.
All 4 of those coaches went to the Super Bowl. 3 of them winning the Super Bowl.
Yep. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a great division.
That should be a great division. We'll see what Pete Carroll can do with the Raiders.
I would also stay tuned on some of these. These are your one time at the year to be able to bet some of those total wins and total losses of teams. And I didn't look at that coming into this, but what I should tell people is there's definitely some props out there where you can look at, like, you know, a Denver to win more than 9.5 games, right? Like, I don't know that that's the spread, but I encourage people to look at those because, like, last year I took the Raiders to win no more than like 8.5 games or something, and clearly smoked that one, right? So there's some teams you can go out there and look at right now and throw some dollars on.
That might be hard. You know how, like, what was it? Not last season, the season before, it was the AFC North that had every single team went to the playoffs. That might be the team this year that every single team goes.
I'm gonna have to look at that because I do that every year where I forget picking Super Bowl champion. I mean, yeah, you can throw some of those long shots, those big odd things in there, but I'm all about like I think last year I took the Ravens and why am I dropping the quarterback's name right now?
Lamar.
Lamar, yeah, like Lamar, they set all kinds of records. In fact, I think I even made that prediction while you and I were sitting in one of the Arizona casinos, and I'm like, hey, this is one of my first week picks, right, is to take Lamar to throw for a season over X amount of yards and run X amount of yards, and he clearly just rolled that bet last year into some winnings. So
if you had to pick who is going to win the AFC, like, let's go like each division. So like the AFC East, I think it's going to be the Bills.
Yeah.
The AFC North, I'm going to go Houston.
Yeah.
No, AFC North, I'm sorry. I'm going to go Baltimore.
Okay.
And then AFC South, I'm going to go Houston. And then who am I missing? AFC West, I'm going to go Chargers.
Maybe I'm going to go AFC.
Chargers or the Broncos, because the Broncos have this stellar defense. So I'm going to lean Chargers just because I think Justin Herbert's a better quarterback than who they have in Denver. But Denver, I think, is going to end up having an elite defense. And then, so I think those are going to be your 4 conference winners. And I say who goes to the Super Bowl out of the AFC is going to be Buffalo this year. I think this is their year to finally make it over that hump. Yeah. And then in the NFC, so NFC East, I'm still going to go Eagles. NFC North, I'm going to agree with you and go Green Bay. NFC West, I'm going to go San Francisco. I'm a little iffy on that. And then what's the division with, who am I missing? Why am I?
Probably the South. Yep.
That's Tampa, Atlanta.
Falcons, Panthers, Saints, Bucks.
I'm going to go Tampa. Just because I think, what's his name is too spunky, Baker Mayfield.
It's true. That's true. I would say on the AFC side, we go Bills. We go on the north side, we go Bengals. I've loved the Bengals last year. I think they just screwed themselves one too many games that they got on a roll and they should have made it, and they had to play by they couldn't get in because they screwed themselves by one game.
I can see it.
Yeah, I'm going to go with on the south side. I think Texans are a strong pick there, but I'm going to go with the Broncos on the AFC side. But I still think the Chiefs and Broncos get in one way or the other, where it's wild card. I still don't see the Chargers getting in or the Raiders personally.
I don't see the Raiders, but I see the Chargers getting in.
Yeah, it's possible. On the NFC side, it's definitely it's always a toss-up between Eagles and Commanders. I could see either one of those going, but I'll probably go the safe bet on the Eagles. On the north side, I'm definitely going Packers. On the south side, that's a crapshoot. I do like their coach with the Falcons, so I'll probably lean Falcons on that. And then NFC West, I would go with, and that's a tough one too. I think you got to lean 49ers just because of their pedigree and experience and Shanahan.
And I say who ends up in the Super Bowl for the NFC is probably going to be Green Bay.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I say it's Buffalo and Green Bay, and for me, I pick Buffalo to win it all.
I'm going Green Bay Broncos. I'm going to take a huge risk on Sean Payton, so I say Broncos.
But you've got to be a Broncos fan coming from Colorado.
I just love Sean Payton, so like he's my dude. Like he's my jam. So, all right. Well, cool. That was so. Yeah, we'll be back next week for the next episode for week 2. We'll be recapping some of the things that we do. I would encourage you to maybe sprinkle a little money on some Super Bowl people now, but you can always wait till halfway through the year and still catch pretty goods on that. I would more or less look through the teams and what their over/under wins and losses would be. I love those bets because I think something, like I said, you can look at some of the historically bad teams like Cleveland and recently the Raiders. I'm not saying that would be the good pick this year, but you could always just go like, cool, pretty sure the Browns aren't going to win more than X games and run with that. But I do like the overs and taking the really solid teams and taking the overs on the wins. For sure.
Yeah. I probably will do that, but I think Buffalo's got a really good shot this year. To me, they should have beat Kansas City. In that game.
Yeah. I mean, they're a little bit like Detroit.
How I feel about Kansas City last week.
I know, but Buffalo, they just can't seem to, at a different level than Detroit, they still can't seem to get by that one big
There was a little bit of cheating going on there by the refs, but we won't say anything. A couple of first they took away, but
that's funny. All right, well, we're looking forward to seeing everybody on the next episode. We'll see what week 1 brings us, and I'm excited
that
get
football
going.
is back. Yes,
exactly. I'll be on a plane Saturday, so I'll miss some of the game, but I'm hoping the Ohio State game will be over before I jump on a plane.
What time is your flight?
It's 1:40, I think, Central. So 11:40.
Does the game start at 10 there or 11?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because the game starts at 9 a.m. here.
NCAA football. Yeah, that'd be like, it would start at 11 here then. So, yeah, it'll be pretty much right on the cusp of when we have to take off. So,
I'll be like, damn it, my YouTube TV, you better have internet so I can fit.
I'll be walking the airport with my, with my phone in my hand, watching it with AirPods in. So,
I actually switched my workout because my last day of training is Sunday. And so I switched the 2 workouts because I'm like, listen, guys, 30th, this is what's happening. I will not be available to talk or anything for a few hours. So we are switching our workouts to Sunday, and they were like, okay, cool.
Yeah. P.S. in college, even though this is the NFL show, there's games on tomorrow, starting tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
Games tomorrow night, Thursday night games.
So excited.
Going to be good times. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Texas Ohio State is 11 Central, which is where I'm at right now. Texas, we're going to say hook 'em horns, and we're going to leave the episode of that so Christina can't say shit back. So,
Bucks. We'll see you guys next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.